Welcome, everybody. We are episode 3 of Delco Has Spoken. We have 2 season 1 vets. We got Kyle and we got Paul. Let's clap it up. Let's get right into it.
Let's go, fellas. I'm just gonna come right out of the gates firing. I actually have a question for Sal because we've been talking, through text, through the show. I know you were a big fan of Simon. You've been hyping him up in the group chat. How you holding up, bud?
I mean, we're a mere hour after watching episode 2. I'm fucking devastated, Steve. I'm fucking devastated. Yeah, I just got nothing to say. He was just a fan favorite. Big fan in the Campese house was rooting for him. I'm hoping we get him back in some capacity very soon.
Yeah, it was tough, kind of keeping that one close to the vest because we had already seen episode 2 at the premiere party, so I knew what was coming. But
Well, the fucked up part was I'm talking to you about it for a whole week and you're just yesing me.
well, it can't spoil.
That's
At
true.
least he had the best quote out of like the first 2 seasons so far already. You
Oh,
can't get
banger.
any better than that. That was crazy, crazy work.
Paul, I don't know if that quote gets topped for the remainder of Delco Survivor history.
Probably not. I don't think so.
This last episode was a Tug of War comp, right? You guys both competed on the same team in the Tug of War competition. So this will be for both of you guys. What's it like competing, like pulling that rope with something on the line? Like the last time any of us have played Tug of War was literally like field day, right? So like, what's it like with that extra like, oh shit happening? Paul, we'll start with you.
I can't remember exactly who we went up against, but I'm pretty sure we had.
Kevin. I want to say it was
Was
Kevin. Was it
Yeah.
Kevin and Mitch, or it was Kevin and Cody?
The way, yeah, I think it was something like that. But the way, and Cody didn't even have shoes to begin with. This guy was out there and like just sliding around everywhere. So there wasn't even like a worry with that guy. Like, unless he took his socks off and dug the dogs into like the dirt, I don't think there was a chance he was gonna like pull it out against us. But like the way we were like strategizing against that one, like the orange, what were we? The orange team, like we had like the strength. We had like
We
Dan
swept them,
Dan, who would
pretty
like
sure.
probably take on like 3 people at once. And like the way we were like playing it out, like I think our girls were stronger as well. Like that was the only challenge I think that we won like in the beginning, right? Like we were losing like left and right because all the
I think
puzzles we sucked at.
I think I was a little nervous right at the beginning of that one, but once I saw Dan beat Dave, I was like, okay, here we go.
It was cake.
And then
yeah.
I don't know if we were before or after Molly, but I mean that just brought all the hype. It didn't even matter
Yeah.
what it was.
Innocent
When
Molly
you
over there.
quiet Molly just go, fuck yeah! That's just the best. Yeah. Oh man.
We were
But yeah,
fired up. That was one of like the few times that like we were like we got this in the bag. But
100%.
like Chris was feeding us like freaking I don't know like peanuts and like protein bars, and like I was like out here like scarfing down like 8 protein bars throughout the day. Like we were ready to go with
We're
the
juiced
Tug of War.
up,
There wasn't
yeah.
a chance we were getting put down in that one.
Sometimes you just need that one like electricity boost, and like Molly doing that, you guys are like, all right, fuck, and you like Tandan too. You're like, fuck it, all right, we're just, and you could go against anybody at that point. It's a wrap. It's tight.
Yeah. We had to
Yeah.
strap down too. You got to wrap the arm around the rope. You got to go. The worst part was I just got my tattoo, my sleeve tattoo the day
Oh
before,
no.
and I'm dumb as shit wrapped around there, and we're going. I'm like, we win. I'm like looking at Paul. I'm like, something's stinging right now. I look down and things like ripped up halfway. I'm like,
You got to go back, like touch it up.
Anything for Survivor.
I did. I had to go back. Steve's girlfriend like had to retouch it up.
Oh man.
Damn.
Bled for the cause, just like Paul at the first challenge.
Oh
Yeah, that's right.
First challenge where Mitch like friggin' like broke glass underneath our table, I think, and like I was like sliding through that. But
Bro, you slid 100 miles an hour knee first. Like, what'd you expect was gonna happen?
that's like the God slide right there, Sal. You know all about that.
I do.
So, is there anyone on season 2 that you guys are rooting for so far?
By far, Steve.
Gotta be Steve for you.
Sneaky
I-
Steve.
Man. I mean, I guess Steve's pretty recognizable. Becca's recognizable to me. Probably one of those two. I don't know, like just like our episode 1, like it's kind of like it's kind of slow, like right off the rip. Like people haven't had the chance to like talk shit on each other yet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's nice to see like people that you don't know playing too. Like I think that's drawn me in a lot more than having to watch our own season because, well, first of all, I didn't want to watch it after what happened, but no, like actually watching it now, I'm like, oh, this is like gonna keep me interested because it's just all new people that I like half the people I don't even know at all either. So I'm very excited to see how it goes and plays out.
Yeah, that was one thing I noticed in today's episode was after Puku loses the Tug of War challenge, everyone's just like afraid to throw a name out there to vote for because, like you said, Paul, it's like early stages of the game. Everyone's kind of feeling each other out. It's got to be so much harder when it's people that you don't know as well compared to your guys' season where it's like everybody knows everybody. So you kind of come in with a bit of a game plan and you don't really need to feel out the social game as much.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like Orange, we were off and running in season 1. Like we were in tribal council, like friggin' every challenge it felt like. Whereas in like Purple, like whenever they lost, they would just vote out the person that didn't want to be there. Like who went first for Orange? Was it Cody? Or
It was
Purple?
no, it was Dan and it was Dan and Dave. It was 1-on-1. For Tug of War, is that what we're talking about?
Oh no,
No, Lauren,
who got voted out first?
Oh, eliminated.
Oh, I'm out this like fuck everybody. Like
Lauren was on Orange. She
Yeah,
was on
Lauren was
ours.
orange.
On Purple, I'm trying to remember who was on
Purple, I'm pretty sure was Cody
It was
first.
Cody. It was Cody.
Yeah, he was good. So like,
yeah,
Fucking
he
Shoeless
went-
Joe over there.
yeah, Joe Gilman, but he it was him, and then Kylie didn't really feel like playing. There were just some people on that side that like they didn't even have to like really vote at first.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it definitely with this season, like everyone, it seems like really wants to play and is playing. Like with our season, like it was like the toss up because it's just like it's the first season. We're trying to field the people to get in there, you know. So Chris is just like some people are just doing it to help them out, do that and everything. Like, and I know with Kylie, like I'm sure she would keep playing and all that stuff, but she even was like, I don't want to stay overnight. So she was like, I'm done once the chance I can get out. Cody was filling in for someone. He had no idea what Survivor was. He probably didn't go to sleep until 5 o'clock in the morning. So
He
he
thought it was Fear Factor.
He did think it was Fear Factor. I just talked to him literally like before coming on here, and he was like, "Yeah, I thought there was going to be spiders and shit." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, that's not how it works." I said, "What kind of budget do you think this is?"
Chris should do that for a challenge.
bro.
Bring out some worms and be like, whoever eats
Time
them.
to eat
we
some
need
gross
serious
shit.
waivers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, like, that's like when you're thinking about it, like Purple Squad, they just had it easy. Like you're literally just they were like, "Oh yeah, I volunteer to leave." Like this is the Hunger Games. I'm volunteering. And then over here, we're killing each other on our side. We're like, yeah, fuck this person, fuck them. We're gonna take them out. It's a whole different dynamic from both sides.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you're watching people actually play Survivor, and you're watching people sleeping, and just being like, oh, I'm done, guys.
And then even like
I wish I was on Purple Squad. I would have floated straight to merge. Like,
even after the merge, like Jeanette didn't want to stay overnight. They convinced her to stay, and then as soon as they wake up, they vote her off. She's got to hang out all day.
Honestly, good for Kylie for getting out early because she would have never made it. She can't even stay in here when it's like 70 degrees in the air. She would have died out there.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the brutal conditions that we were like set up with in season 1. Half the people didn't want to play the game, and then they were like forced to sleep outside in like 20-degree weather. I remember in the middle of the night, it's so damn cold. We can talk about this. I'm like jumping through all these things, but like when I was the people who got stepped off the brick the soonest got like these blankets, right? So like I was like, off pretty early on the bricks on some bullshit like technicality, and
No food for you, sir.
that was bullshit.
Oh,
And I get like I was like digging through the blankets, I'm looking through them all, and I'm like, I pick out the best one, and it's still like one of those like blankets that you find in like the Five Below like basket for that's like a 5x7, whatever it is. It was tiny. Like when I was like over my chest, like my feet were hanging out. So like I had to like either choose my cold feet or like cold chest, but like whatever. The wind's like blowing, the tent's like smacking, like everyone in there is like freezing. We tried starting a fire, like there wasn't even a point because it's like outside. And then like I hear like in season 2, like everyone else is just like, I don't know, where they sleeping on like air mattresses and they had like pillows and like what?
They start a
the
baby in them.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
happened?
it's been like 90 degrees or like in great weather the last 2 seasons after us too. Like beautiful weather. I remember I was working night work for both of them. I'm like, damn, this is nice tonight.
Yeah, your
And
season
then,
was
like,
like
I'm
all
like, I
4
just remember like,
seasons.
yeah, I just remember like before like when I got out and everything like that, it was starting to get like dark out. I'm like, damn, it's getting a little chilly outside. I'm like, then you look at the weather. I'm in my bed at night. I'm like texting Chris like, "How's everyone doing out there?" And they're like, just gave him blankets." And then you're looking on the screen, and he's giving them the thinnest blankets possible. I'm looking at the weather app. It's like 30 degrees out.
Yo, Chris said, Chris told me like a little bit, like maybe like a month or two ago, he was like, he expected to walk out to that tent and like find a corpse. That's how like bad the conditions were.
I literally like I texted him and I was like, "How's everyone doing?" And he's like, "I don't know. Like, fuck them."
I got so sick following Survivor because I think my like body temperature dropped to like some like crazy level where everyone was like freezing. And Kevin won that challenge because he like stayed up on that brick like on one leg and he was like balancing and whatever.
Mhm.
He laid down in that tent. He didn't have a pillow. He didn't have a blanket. He just laid straight like a mummy and just like slept on his back. I don't even know. Like that guy's a trooper. Cause like I probably would have like snuck into like Bob's like garage or house or something. Like there's no way I could have like slept like that.
I'm pretty sure I remember Tina saying that she would like go to the bathroom, but really she was just sitting there, just trying to bring in the
Just trying to
warmth
get
for like
warm.
20 minutes.
It's his face in front of the
Like,
vent.
come on.
Oh my
I
god.
know it's so funny. Like because last night I had nothing to do, and I'm gonna be seriously honest that like I didn't watch my season at all. So I was like to like actually go into this. I was like, oh, let me watch the whole thing last night. So I watched the whole thing, and the number one thing I found so funny was like everyone in the beginning is all happy, cheering, like smiles on their faces for the first like 3 or 4 episodes, and then after that overnight episode and just staying up all night, it literally looked like the meme with the, like the what you call it, the military guy who's like this shell shocked. Like that's everyone's faces like every single time like you see him. Like in the jury or the challenge, like Paul, I think is like this the whole time. Like every single time it goes in his face. It is hilarious how much of a difference it was, like from the first half of the episodes to the second half, and how dead everyone was.
It's crazy because I don't like watching myself on camera, even though like we do this. And it's funny because like I understand why you didn't. So watching that all in one sitting, which is you're his brother. Crazy you didn't watch it also. By the way. Do you ever did at any point last night did you get a sense of like, damn, like this community is like getting bigger and bigger? Like,
Oh yeah, I mean, you can just look from the first episode and the views there, and now the views with the
oh my
second
god,
season.
yeah.
You know, and it's crazy how much it is like getting out there. You see every day, everyone like when the episode comes out, reposting it and everything like that, like sharing it. Everyone's getting involved with it. It's nice to see that.
We had some people on the previous episodes that were like pretty big Survivor fans. Um, Obviously Sal is a lot closer with you guys. He grew up with you guys. How big of Survivor fans are each of you?
I have only watched maybe like 2 seasons, and it was because I was forced to do it by my
Right.
older brother.
Hi, Chris. Yeah.
Like I remember, like I mean, I always wanted to hang out with Chris. He didn't want to hang out with me, so whatever he was doing, I was forced to do it. So
Yeah.
he's just sitting there watching marathon after marathon and marathon of Survivor. Like I can tell you what happens in the season with Rupert, Sandra, and Johnny Fairplay by heart because that's what we watched all the time.
I just watched that last
So
week, so
I
like
mean,
I
yeah, that's
mean,
big names. We're pulling out big names
and
there.
then like with Chris and like when he had sleepover with his friends, I mean, it was just Survivor marathon. I mean, you couldn't get away from Survivor with that kid. So I wouldn't say like I have watched it recently or anything like that. Like I like to watch Big Brother and Traders and things like that, but like I never really got into Survivor as much as I did with those other ones. Actually, I just started watching Big Brother and Traitors like the last 3 years maybe. So like I have like really haven't been into like the reality game like scene of watching it until recently.
Yeah, I like watched. There was a couple on Netflix. I can't remember exactly what season it was. It was the one with Tony. It was like Brain, Bronze, and Beauty, I think, right? One of the best ones. And then some of the early. I think there was another one on Netflix, and then Netflix only had a couple series or a couple seasons, I think. And then I had to like find another platform. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
And they had
Paramount
like
Plus has them all.
it
There's
might have
used to
been
be
like it might. Would you say CBS?
yeah, so it should be like Paramount Plus.
Okay, yeah. So then I was able to find like a bunch more on there. So I started at the beginning, like season one, and then like whatever they had on there, and I was like going through them, and just like starting. I think the Brain, Bronze, and Beauty was like a later season. It was like in the 20s, and then I went to like season one, and just how like far it was like kind of crazy just to like start at season 22 and then go back to season one, and like season one, like these people were out there like freaking like catching their own food. They were like snorkeling like in the water. Have you guys seen season one?
Yeah.
And the guy's like going underwater and he has a spear and he's like killing like octopus and like squid or I don't even know what it was. And he's like coming up to like shore, like bringing food, and they were like giving like a handful of rice. That's kind of what I felt like season one was for us. Like we were like out there in the elements, and then like season two is like later Survivor where like the winner like gets like I don't even know. It's just
They're getting baited.
Just like the new gen.
I'm like relating to it. I'm like
It's like when they
this
cut the
guy-
days down from
Well,
yeah,
I
39
remember
or whatever it
I was at work and I go over to like Mitch and Sam's house and I see Mitch rolling up in a golf cart with like film crew. I'm like, what the fuck are we at? Hollywood Studios? Like, what's going on here? Like, I go out back and then I go out back and it's a full on like there's the torches are lit. It's like in the woods. I'm like, we're out front of like Ricky Walsh's house, and we got the in-ground pool out back, and now they're in like the full entire forest out back here doing tribal council. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah,
we
they,
went
they
from,
really
like,
they really
These
stepped up.
upgrades for sure. Budget's going up.
Yeah, we went from like season one of actual Survivor to like season like 40 in the matter of like 3 years for Chris Hurd.
The production
But-
from season 1 to season 2 is absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's
It's like night and day.
Crazy.
Like
It's
Yeah.
crazy, like how big the gap is between the two from like a production
I remember
standpoint.
watching when we watched season or episode 1 at the premiere party. I was literally like, it felt like watching an actual like reality game show. Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was like so good compared to ours. It's like, oh, like I don't even know how to explain it, but it just did not look anything like that from.
yeah. I
Season
texted
2.
Sal from the hut. I was like, dude, the production level for season 2 is insane. It's literally like going from a home video to like going to the movies. It's
He-
insane.
were
It really
texting-
is, yeah.
it was just all caps going back and forth. It's like I can't fucking wait to watch the episode. Like oh shit. So
still gonna get better too. So
you're right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I think. I think like
Yeah.
the challenges even like the Tug of War was the same, but like at that point they did 5 people on each. Like the constant improvement. You could tell that everyone's putting a lot of effort into it.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
And now you got Lil Dan in the lab creating the puzzles.
Oh,
He's in the lab, yeah.
just cooking,
He
dude.
just
he told
he's
me he
putting
got it.
together his second 3D printer now. It just came yesterday. I think he's putting it together.
Bro, he might 3D print a new house. He keeps this shit up.
A whole set right there.
All right, so I got a question for the both of you. But first, I just wanted to share that Kyle and Paul, we've known each other since we were about like 6 or 7. Me and Kyle actually share a birthday. He's 12 hours older than me. This has nothing to do with the question at all. I just wanted to let the fans know.
How do you even know that?
What do you mean? Weren't you born at like 11 o'clock a.m.?
Bro, what do you got? My government records? Like I don't know. Like, what? I just know we have to say. I thought you were older. I don't know if I'm older.
I
you're older.
meant to ask my mom because I thought I was older too. But
This
I kinda
sounds like
just-
something you guys discovered at like a sleepover 15, 20 years ago, and then it fucking stuck with Sal. He was
Yeah,
like,
it
"Ah,
did.
this bastard's older than me."
I thought you were older, but anyway, I just wanted to let the fans know that. So completely
coming up.
irrelevant for the both of
Coming up
you.
though.
What'd you say?
I said it's coming up.
It is. I know. Yo, we get a little Survivor. We get a little Survivor watch party going, dude.
Yeah.
Now we'll get
That's
some
what I want to
pictures.
do on my birthday.
So I'll start with Paul here, but this will be to both of you. What is one thing you think you could have done better on season 1?
What was that?
I said I don't think you could have played a better game. I mean, like you did everything you did right. I mean, after losing all your ally, you really don't have anyone else in the game. Like this is where I come. Like there's nothing that I could do differently. Like I knew from the start, like with what the teams were and everything like that. You had all these people that have known each other for over 10 years. On our side, it's literally just me and Paul that are like close. Like I've known Chris's friends and everything like that. But did you really think me and Paul could switch their minds on voting one of them out? I don't think so. So the plan really was we were able to get Jamie right away, which you can't even see on the actual episodes is because it happened in the court. See, that's the different thing with how this season and everything played out. They were all walking distance to everything. Like our first challenge was at Mitch and Sam's house, so we had to actually get in the car to go there. No cameras were in there.
From Cherry Tree?
We went from my house because we initially
Oh.
they started filming us at camp. We were looking for the idols and everything like that. We weren't really conversing or anything like that. So when we got in the cars, it was actually me, Paul, and Jamie. So that's how that dynamic came where us three became a team because we were like in the car and we are like, we like convinced Jamie, like, listen, like they're not going to help you out. Like we were on the other side. Like you just join us. And we were all like, right from then, like we all trust each other. I never thought that Jamie would put a vote for me when it came to my vote or anything like that. Like I fully trusted her and Paul. So when we were there, like us three made a team. And then we had to vote Lauren off because she just went firing away right away. So that just was not going to help.
A little too hard, too fast.
And yeah, and I thought I could trust Molly. I can't believe she was the one that threw me right on the bus. And the best part was like when it rained, like during the second tribal council, it downpoured. Everyone else was like, Dan's had his shirt off. He's running around the goddamn backyard with his shirt off, doing some shit, dancing and all that. I'm in the tent with Molly. It's just me and her. We're having like one-on-one, like heart to heart. And then we were talking for an hour. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I can trust Molly, all that stuff. And little snake rolled right under. It was like, yeah, vote him out. Insane. But yeah, like I mean, like our goal was definitely to get Dan to flip. Dan, what's his last name? Dan O.
Danny O, yeah.
Yeah. We were like, if we had Dan, like I don't understand what his gameplay was with not voting for Christina because obviously that didn't work out in his favor later on because like I said, there's all of them know each other. They're not going to keep you around.
Does he not know? Does he not know them?
Not like they're
Not
close
like
or anything. Yeah. Like I mean, I was closer with Dano from playing rugby and going to sales with them. So like, I mean, that's my downfall. It's probably like I would have probably went and spoke with Dano before the vote happened just to make sure it was definitely 4 votes for Christina instead of me. Because I already knew we were locked in with me, Paul, and Jamie, and I thought Dan was 100% going to burn our way. Also, with that too, my vote, I remember me and Christina argued about it for the longest time, and the reason why they all flipped to me is because they said that they were going to vote for Paul, but I never heard that. I never heard that they were going to vote for Paul. I thought they wanted to vote Dano out. So when I went into the tent and they all freaked out, like that's like how you know like the anxiety comes into play. Like I had no idea they were going to vote Paul out. I could like it did not go in. It went one ear out the other. Did not know.
Oh yeah, in the back of the shed, they said Paul, and they said that you were mad, and immediately went and talked to Paul in the tent.
Oh yeah, dude. If
Meanwhile,
you like
you
look
were
at my face, I'm probably like zoning out like this.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not. I was not. So then like I went straight to Paul just to get his feel of what everything's going on, and they were like, "Oh my god, like he's gonna tell Paul he's
Yo,
we
Molly
got to
just
switch the vote."
snaked you.
Yeah, snaked.
The paranoia took over, and
Yeah.
they got you.
I'm not competitive. Oh my gosh, he's a low key competitive one there.
I got one for Paul. Paul, we we did mention it earlier, but how devastating was that for you, stepping down on that immunity challenge, thinking that you're about to get the breakfast sandwich,
Mm.
and it turns out
Mm.
Christina toe tapped you, beat you to it.
It was. I was already ready to vote Tina out and like all those challenges. I think if you look at it, like I'm always like, we gotta get Christina out. She's a mastermind. She's
Dude,
too good. I was like, we gotta get her out.
she literally is like she's behind the scenes working everyone, and no one can
Yeah,
seem to like look at it. Like I knew
she's
from day one, like we had to get her out first. Like that was the
she's
master plan.
pulling the
Get her
string.
out.
She's got everyone like a
Yes.
puppet, and I'm like, we gotta get her
Dude,
out. And no
you
one's
would have
like,
thought she had little strings on
yeah.
like just playing. Dan's like, yeah, why we gotta get Christina out? We gotta go get someone else. Like
It was
he's
crazy.
everywhere
Like
playing him like a puppet.
she's playing everybody. I'm like, dude, we gotta get her out. So I'm already like, she's in my sights. And then when she beats me off that block, like, oh my god, like
Oh,
I
you
grew up,
probably made
yeah,
you
I
like
grew up
3
with
times more mad.
sleepovers. I grew up like going to sleepovers with Kyle, and like in the morning, like we'd wake up and like Donna's just like cooking, she's chefing it up. So like I
Oh.
already know that breakfast sandwich was like killer. And plus, like we were on the blocks for so damn long. Like Crystal was like, guys, I really wasn't anticipating that you guys would stay up on these blocks for this long. So he tried sweetening the pot to get us to step down off the block. And I don't think it was in the cut, but like I was like, Donna's like up in the window, like out the house, like yelling out, and she's like, "Oh, they're all still standing on the blocks." And I was like, Donna, if you cook me a breakfast sandwich, I'll step down right now. And Chris goes, "All right, whoever steps down gets a Donna breakfast sandwich." And I'm like, "Woo!" I'm like getting down, and Tina hops down right before me, and I don't get anything because it's only the first person that steps down. I was so mad. I was.
The
Yeah.
best part too is like during the rewatch, like that other challenge where you guys are on the cinder blocks, like holding the thing, the balls. I think right when the challenge starts, you're like, "What do I get if I step down right now?" And Chris is like, "Nothing."
Nothing.
We're not doing that again.
Yeah.
Didn't you win that one, Paul?
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
did
think we
win
did.
that one.
Well, extra umph behind that win, huh?
Steady hand, Sal.
I feel like you guys should have split the breakfast sandwich. It was that close.
Nah, me and Tina knew we had to get each other out. So
Was it unspoken?
I mean,
Well, it was very spoken.
I think it was very spoken from Kyle, from what I'm
I
getting.
mean, everyone was sitting there like, oh, like who voted for Tina? And like it was pretty much like probably Paul. I think so, but every time we were always talking, I was always trying to get Tina out. So yeah.
Honestly, I think in the first part in our squad, I think honestly Molly was literally running it in the beginning, and then once merge happened, then I think it switched to Christina running the game. And Paige too. Paige was pretty running the game too.
Everyone from Orange was like playing pretty hard. It was like,
Yeah.
That leads me to just like a different question, kind of relating it to season 2 a little bit. We see that C4 alliance where there's couples, but they're split on different tribes. Do we think that is like a benefit, or is that like, does that make you better off or worse off, like in this new season? Because we saw season 1, like it kind of worked. Like Dave wins. So
It's a numbers game. Everyone knows it's a numbers game. Once you have those numbers, you can run the game how you want. I mean, with having couple, like I already knew, like basically Paul was my couple in this part because I knew she didn't want to go past in overnight. Cody, he was sleeping the whole time, so he was not in a factor at all. Like I had my cousin, but I was watching it last night. She was like, "Yeah, if we merge and I'm with Kyle, I mean, it's better off not working." Even Kylie was like, "Yeah, I think it's gonna hurt my game if I'm with Kyle." I'm like, "What is going on?" Like, I guess it's just like, you know what, we're just gonna get rid of Kyle. But yeah, it's a numbers game, and if you don't have those numbers, you're done, and it showed right away.
I think our season was a little bit different because we knew everyone going in. Like we knew, Dave and Molly were together, and we knew, Paige and Dan were together, and so they didn't start on the same tribes, right? Am I remembering that correctly? But
Yeah, but
once we did
the swap,
Yeah,
they
we were
both wound up
all
together.
once we did the
That's right,
merge,
the
like
swap.
that was like terrible luck on my behalf because like how do I end up on a squad where there's two couples and like that was like rough. We can go into that later, but in this new season, there's if I'm correct
It
in
appears
saying
though
that they
that there's
don't.
a lot of people that like are grouped up in each.
Yeah, there's like small groups of people. So your season, everybody pretty much knows everybody.
Yeah,
Season 2, it's like 3 people know each other, 4 people know each other, and then I think in our interview with Chris and Tina, season 3, nobody really knows anybody. So it's kind of
So
like
That's gonna be a
slowly
good one, man.
evolved.
in like season 2, the people don't know that there's couples in that season, right?
Correct.
Right.
So like
Yeah.
they went in and like I could be on a team with with a couple and like I wouldn't even know it. So that's not even like in my like that's not in my thinking of being like, oh, we got to get these people out early before they like overpower us. So it was a little bit different, knowing everybody and all that. So definitely didn't work out good for us, but I don't know what's gonna happen in season 2. But I imagine if those couples stay in throughout late into the game, like it's gonna turn into a problem. But
Oh, 100%.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, you saw it when we merged. Well, you guys merged. I didn't merge. But like, you saw it when you merged with everyone that like, I mean, they right away went with each other. Like it didn't matter. Like they were working with each other right away. And then I think somehow there was a rift where Dan and Paige split with Molly and Dave. I mean, they should have just kept together. Honestly, they should have just did the 4 of the couples, and they probably would have ran the game right away.
Yeah, Paige told us last week, she was like, I did not want to work with Dan under any circumstance. And then the swap happened, and she was like, I was just kind of like forced to do it because at that point, the couples
You
just had
have
the
to, because
numbers.
then when you have like your couple with you, I mean, you're just a target at that point.
Yeah.
Like you have a target on your back when you know there's 2 of you together.
Oh yeah.
It's like showmances in like other games. Like you
Right.
want to split them, So like the fact that in season 2 that the 2 couples like went in and no one knows that they're a couple is so smart. Because then like even when they do get together, if they get into a merge, like no one's gonna know them.
That's a wrap. Bro, low-key crazy on the casting part too of being like, oh, I can put 2 couples on opposite teams, watch them take their wedding bands off and just see how the pieces
That's
play
just
out.
devious work, man.
Bro, your brother's on some
like
demon time.
that's some try hard shit.
Bro, I'm waiting on season 3, season 4. Like, I'm waiting for a fucking showmance. I'm waiting for a relationship to spark from Delco Survivor.
Jeez, yeah. What an
All
episode.
right.
What a great Delco wedding right there. I can only imagine what that would end up like.
I mean, we could host it on the show, Sal
It's gonna
could
turn into like
officiate.
Love Island or something. All
No,
right,
I thought you were
Yeah,
gonna
there we
officiate
go.
it.
No, yeah, Survivor turns into Love Island. I mean, they're both on
Yeah.
the same island. You might as well.
Wait, I just saw that. I just saw a clip of
Yeah.
season 50. They're like going to sleep and there's literally like a party going on. Like you can
Yeah,
hear
you
it.
can hear the Love Island crew partying and having fun while they're
Bro,
on.
so you two were eating granola bars, right? Paul, Kyle got voted off day 1. Paul, day 2. If you saw any kind of like food around you, would you like be furious or like?
we saw it like season 1 at night. Like Bob and like Danny come walking in with like Laspada's cheesesteaks, and they're like, "Oh, hey, we're gonna go eat these like over here. Like, don't mind us." And we're like standing on the bricks. Like I think it was
Bro.
around that time. I don't remember what time it was, but I was just like, "Oh, you son of a bitch! Like, give me one of them." But because we were eating
Didn't the crew have
sticks and
pizza
dirt,
right in
like-
front of you guys?
Yeah. So Paul, with the 2 couples together, kind of like running shit, you kind of had to pivot, and it seemed like you were just kind of floating between 2 different sides for the whole rest of the game, which normally I feel like is kind of a death sentence, but it worked out for you. Do you think maybe if you were back on All Stars, you try to get a stronger alliance going out, or do you like the floater strategy?
I'll probably have to get a. Everyone's gonna like know the strategy of just like being like a free agent out on the sideline, just like who needs a vote? Like, come over and see me. Like, I was like a straight up for hire mercenary. Like, whoever wanted to like get voted out. Like, I was like, sounds good.
Paul sit in the corner like.
Yeah, exactly. I would just like a lot of stuff didn't make God. I would literally just
Something like
sit.
this.
What can
would
I
just
do
sit.
for you?
Yeah, exactly. I would just sit in like I was like a random NPC that like is in Skyrim that's just like waiting for like someone to walk
Hey, you
over and
need any
talk to me.
scuba?
Yeah. I would just sit on the driveway and just sit there. And there was a couple times where I thought I was getting voted out because no one would like talk to me. And then like at one point, Dan walks up and he's like, "Yeah, we're voting Jeanette." And I was just like, "All right, sounds good." And that was the only time someone talked to me, like in an hour in between it for like tribal council.
Holy shit.
And I was just like, "Oh shit, I'm totally getting voted out because no one wants to talk to me." And like we're walking up, and then like the one thing that got cut out from that season 1 was like there was so much scheming in between where our camp and the tribal council. So we would walk down the street, and there would be like people like running up to groups and like trying to get person to like change their vote, and then like running back and like talking. Like if you were like looking at it, you'd be like, oh, this person's still trying to like flip the vote or whatever. So like I'm walking up, and then I think I was talking to Jeanette and was it Nicole? I think it was Nicole. And I was like, who are we voting for? And I swear, like, I think they told him it was me. I can't remember what they said, but I was like, oh, they're voting Jeanette. So we actually got them to like switch and like change their vote and stuff like that, but we still ended up losing. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I don't like. Steve, you could probably answer this because you were on the film crew for season 2, right?
Uh-huh.
Did they have a lot of time to actually like converse, like like in between like tribal council to speak and stuff? Because I feel like for us, it was like you lose the challenge and you're like, all right, 10 minutes, go talk to someone, and you're scrambling all over the place. And you're like, I don't like, what are we doing? And that's like in the beginning, like we're all like, I don't even know who we're voting out or anything like that. And it's just like you're scrambling to like talk to people. You're in the smallest yard possible. Like
Yeah.
you can't even like go over to somewhere and like speak like privately. Like everyone's gonna be like, "What's going on over there?"
Yeah, I think they saw how it went in your season, and they were like, "All right, we need to like have a dedicated block of time so they have enough time to talk. We get good footage of people talking. Everybody can do confessionals." So I would say definitely the timelines have improved. But yeah, I mean, I did hear about
It
your
helped out in
season.
my favor.
Yeah.
Listen, you walk so that they could run, dude.
Yeah, I guess the guinea pig.
So, Paul, you kind of answered my question a little bit with what you just said, but like, I was I guess I was impressed. You were playing this game of like, and you were even saying it at the tribal councils, like whoever wants to talk to me, bro, I'll vote with you. Like I thought you were trolling. Like I thought like you actually were like trying to do that, or was it more so kind of like like you said nobody talked to you for an hour? Like were you like did you go in that day too being like, all right, fuck it, if it ain't me, it works for me? Like was that it?
Yeah, I mean, the only alliance I had was like Kyle and Jamie throughout the entire
Oh,
game. Well, or
oh,
no, throughout the entire first half of the game, and then
Shit got
towards the
cooked.
end, once me and Mitch and Dave aligned, like that was like our like final alliance to get into the final 3. But like once we had a little alliance with Kyle, they cut the head of the snake off like instantly. Like we didn't have the numbers and they were gone. So like, and then I think later in the game there was 2 other bigger alliances going on, and it was just a numbers game of who could get like an extra floater just to change a vote. So I was just the
right.
floater. Like I was just always the residual person. So if they needed someone to vote, like why are you going to vote me out? Because I'll help you out. I don't know. Like this strategy is not going to work in the next season because like everyone's going to be like,
Dude was a
fuck that
bottle of
guy, get
water
him
in this
out of here.
It
desert,
worked
man.
out so well for you too because it would always go back and forth. So it was like the numbers were always just enough where they needed the one floater vote. It wasn't like ever
Oh, yeah.
overwhelming.
Yeah,
Here
and
comes
like,
Paul sitting in the corner. Hi, how are you?
yeah, exactly. But like, the thing was, like, if someone like, it was pretty much who like came up to me and was like, "Yeah, Paul, we need your vote. Can you vote?" And I was like, "All right, sure." Like, I actually stuck to my word and like I was like, "All right, like I'm voting through it like with them." So like, it wasn't like I was just being like, "Yeah, sure." Like, "Yeah, Lauren, you're not getting voted out," and then like walking away. Like, it was totally like they were like, "All right, like we got Paul's vote," but
Yeah. God forbid if you need a vote though in the first voting, your closest ally votes for someone else randomly for no reason.
yeah, so
Do you,
this strategy is not going to work in
Like, God
season.
forbid, like if Lauren flipped 2 people, Paul's over here like, yeah, let's flip some things here. Dan L.
I had to do it though, because I was going up against like power couples. Like the merge didn't like nothing. The swap did not work in my favor at all.
nah,
Like
stop. Fuck you.
Yeah.
nothing was like working well. And then like eventually after the swap, like we did the merge. Like if Chris didn't do the merge at that point, like I would have had to have been the next person gone, I think. Because like there's no way Tandan and Paige and Molly and Dave were gonna keep me around. Like I would have been the next person, right? Unless I don't know, unless the power couple were like, all right, mate, let's break it up. But it just
Not
played
that
out
early
that
though.
way.
Not that early though. There's no, your head would have been on a platter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What other challenge did you win besides the ball one? Did you win another one, or was that the one?
I thought you won 2.
There
geez,
was like one challenge that you absolutely needed to win. Like I think you were definitely gonna go if you didn't win, and you won, and it definitely saved your game too.
Did you win darts? No, Kevin won
no.
darts.
I was about to win darts, and then Kevin won that.
And then Kevin went on a heater
Uh,
at the end.
it wasn't what I don't think it was the name game where like you rip the names off the wall. I don't think it was that one.
No, it wasn't that one. Molly won that one.
I really needed to win the one with the bat where we were stacking the change up. We lost that, but Dave pulled that one out, which we couldn't have Tina win that one.
What about the
No,
final
Tina,
5 one?
the Dizzy bat one?
No, the final 5 Tina won because it was that puzzle. It was
Yeah,
like
that was great because
Oh,
she was
yeah.
definitely going home. She didn't win that.
yeah, we were so far ahead. Like at that point, it was still the lines of me, Mitch, and Dave, and like it was like one of the 3 of us just has to
Yeah,
win this.
how
And
did
we were
that
so
even
far
come
ahead.
about? Because I don't even think was that even on camera. I don't even think that alliance being formed
Briefly
on
it
camera,
was,
it?
but I don't. He's making it seem like there was way more to it.
The alliance between me, Mitch, and Dave.
Yeah,
Oh, it was huge. Like, hold on. Give me a minute to think about this. So it was Paige. Help me out here, someone. Paige.
Dan.
Page Dan,
All right, yeah. Paige, Dan,
Christina.
Kevin, Christina, and was there one more? I can't remember if there's one more. And then it was me, Mitch, and Dave. So at this point, like Dave's kind
Kevin,
of in that.
Kevin,
What was that?
you're missing Kevin.
All right, Kevin. Gosh, I need to watch that episode again about how it all played out. But anyways, how it happened was like Dave had the idol, right? And no one knew that he really had it. But Mitch had the idol. A lot of people suspected that Mitch had the idol, but they weren't quite like they're like, like he's definitely got it, but how come he hasn't played it yet? Like whatever it is, right? So Dave gets this feeling that like everyone's like he's usually involved in this one alliance where like they rope him in and they pull him in and they tell him who they're voting for. But then they started talking, like he saw other people talking and he got this terrible feeling. So like he walks over and like pulls or I can't remember how it all played out, but like me, Mitch, and Dave all end up just like talking together. And Dave's like, I think they're gunning for me. Mitch is like, so me, Mitch, and Dave were like, all right, let's like form an alliance. Like we can get into the final 3 if we could just flip this vote. Mitch can play his idol. Then Dave goes, yo, guys, I got an idol. We're like, holy shit. There's enough idols to like totally flip this game around. Dave doesn't tell us that he's playing that idol going into that thing. He just throws it out there on a whim. Doesn't tell me or Mitch that he was going to play it. throws it out on a whim, and then it like turned out to be like the game changer. Like it just flipped everything.
Yeah, it's super
And at
insane
that
how to
point,
play.
like once he did that, me, Mitch, and Dave were like, there wasn't a chance we were gonna break up that alliance. We're like, we can get into the final three. And like, why would we like? We were sitting there thinking like, was there a chance that they would break up? Like, would we break up our alliance to like Tina or someone like that? Like, no, Tina. If like Tina made it to the final three, I think she probably would have won it. Like,
Yeah,
she
would have been able to
turned
convince the
that jury.
jury that like she was like playing everyone. So like, I was like, guys, you got to pull me because if you bring Tina in, like, there's no way you're gonna lose. So like, they're like, yeah, that's true. And then I can't remember why we got rid of Tandan, but I think it was just because we kept the line strong. But
yeah, just collateral damage to keep your numbers.
Yeah, it pretty much.
Kyle, so we have Rosie from season 2. She is a part of a secret alliance going into the game. And she had asked, was it an advantage or disadvantage to know the majority of the cast? So her knowing a few people on her season, she asked you guys, is it an advantage or disadvantage to know the majority of your cast?
I would say neither, because at this point, like, we knew everyone, so I at least knew everyone going into it, from either just even meeting them once, twice, whatever. I knew everyone going in. What I think it is, though, is who you were more close to is an advantage or disadvantage to you. You know, I wasn't very close. The only people I was close to on my side was Paul. I think also, like, if you look at everyone that was voted out from our side, then he had Lauren, and Lauren had him, and obviously that didn't work out for either of them. Paul just had me. Luckily, Paul, once he got merged, I mean, like, he can form the connections with Mitch, who, you know, is married to his cousin, and then
Look at him,
Dave.
bro.
I mean, we're there with
Up
Dave
there.
and
Look
everything like
at him.
that. Like,
What did you say?
You're a fucking demon up there, man. Look at you. So Kyle, if your brother calls you back, yo, new season, all new people. Are you answering the call?
yeah, of course. You gotta have the world's greatest villain on, right?
Wow.
Actually, you know what? I think Molly Bolinger is the world's greatest villain in this show. You gotta watch it back. She's a villain.
Do we still have trust issues with Molly?
Yes. Yeah, trust Molly.
Deeper than the game. Deeper than the game. Stuff.
Yeah, no, I can't believe that was like stab right to the back of the heart. You know, some Game of Thrones shit. It's like the Red Wedding. Just didn't see it coming.
You know her for like 20 years, just get fucking smoked.
She's like, yeah, I got you, Kyle. Don't worry.
Yeah, Christina sends over guards.
All right, we've got another question from the Survivor Delco Discord. This one is from Josh, and it's for Paul. Josh said, I'm curious if Paul, in retrospect, sees a move that he could have orchestrated that might have persuaded the jury.
Yeah, I think I would have probably leaned even more into like trying to convince the jury of like my story of like how tough it was to get to that final three. Mitch found an idol, and he was on one of the easier teams, right? Dave found an idol and also had a significant other playing the game, and he started on purple, which was easier. I didn't find an idol. Like, I had to like bust my stones to like just figure out a way to like get through the entire game and get into like the final three. I didn't make like the lines. I wasn't like leading anything, but just probably trying to convince the jury that like, you know, I had the toughest path to get there, and I don't know. I thought I probably still, even to this day, I still think we can probably have a debate with Dan and like Mitch. I still think I should have won the game. You know.
I think so. Even watching it from back last night, I mean, I think you had the hardest path to win. Not to be biased or anything like that, but I think you had the hardest path to win.
He's still on my alliance. You hear that, Al?
Yeah.
That's
And
a
then,
day one. He would have been
I mean,
a vote
like,
for you, man.
with Dave too, like, I mean, like, the man read his hint to an idol to his whole entire team. I don't even know what kind of game plan that was. What
I don't know
and
if it, like
then
if it was captured on camera, but he was climbing the tree looking for the idol, and the idol fell out of his pocket, didn't it, or something like that? Or the hint fell out of his pocket.
We
And
saw him
that's why
climbing
he
the
had to
tree.
read.
But I
That's
don't
why
know
he had
if
to
it was
read
in
the.
I don't know if it was actually in the video though, because like watching it back last night, it just like he cut to him. He's like, "Oh, I don't know, maybe like I'll like tell people or something," and it just cuts to him.
Yeah,
Where people around him reading the note. I'm like, "What?"
yeah. He was climbing the tree and it fell out of his pocket. And then someone was like, "What is this?" And he's like, "Oh, I think he was like, it fell out of the tree or something." So like he picks it up and he has to read it at that point.
Yo,
So like,
that's funny as shit.
so like, and then he had like, he had a chance at like what, like 2 idols, right? Because like he had a chance at that idol that he got in his water bottle, and then Molly also got the chance at her idol, and then she ends up giving him an idol.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
like,
not sure if that was also because Molly like was like, "All right, I'm kind of done now," or if she just actually just gave to him because she thought he needed the spot. But
Yeah,
even
but
if he didn't get that idol, he was done.
I think didn't Molly
100%.
want to get the target off her back? Like she was emptying her bag and like
Yeah.
trying to show people like I don't have it. Molly still wanted to like I think make it to the entire end, but I don't know.
Well, it's also
I
tough because the jury doesn't know any of what you just said. Like they're only seeing a crazy idol play, and he had a smile on his face all day. Like
Dave did make the play of the game with the idol. Like I see why the jury voted for him for that, but I mean,
where did Christina vote? Did she vote for you or did she vote for Dave?
I don't know if we ever saw the final votes. I think Christina told me she voted for me. I was trying to think of like who voted for me. I think Tan Dan voted for me. I think Christina voted for me. I got 3. I think I don't know who I don't really remember who the third one was. Was it maybe I don't think it was Nicole or Jeanette because they thought that I flipped on them and voted for Jeanette at the beginning, and I didn't, so they didn't vote for me.
Better jury.
Yeah, they didn't vote for me on the jury because they thought I flipped on them, but
Yeah, that's you probably could have like went in with your speech. It's basically been like how you were loyal the whole time, and you probably could have just told them how you voted each time, and you probably would have won some over that way.
I was like awake for like 48 hours. I don't remember
That's
who
true.
like I
Like I
voted
said,
for.
it's like the military, like shell shock, just looking.
I don't even remember like half the shit I said. Like I'm like blacked out during that speech, just like begging to the jury, like, please vote for me. Like I'm a good guy. I'm honest.
I mean, you were sunken in that video, dude. You were, yeah, man. Just please vote for me. I want to win.
Yeah, I mean, you had to battle like forever because your alliance from the early game was cooked like early. The sun was still out, you know.
Come on, man. I tried. I just listen. I wanted to make it interesting. I was trying to flip shit, do all this stuff. I wanted. Yeah, everyone was sitting around lollygagging. I wanted to do something interesting.
Wanted
And
to stir the
obviously,
pot.
Built for TV, days like Johnny Fairplay, you know.
So another little nugget like
Uh-oh.
that Kyle reminded me of, like Kyle was like, I wanted to make it interesting. Kyle was like, let's make this fun. In the first, I think it was the very first.
I have this question
vote.
written up here. Go ahead.
Yeah, the very first vote, like it's unanimous. Everyone votes for Lauren, right? And then while Lauren votes for, I don't know, did she vote for Kyle? Probably, like whatever. And then someone votes for Danny. And throughout the entire rest of the, like, the day, everyone's like, who voted for Danny? And I'm just like, dude, that is crazy. I have no idea. Like, who would do that? Like, who'd do that thing? I did it just to, like, I was like, I don't know. It's kind of funny. Like, Danny was innocent. He did nothing wrong. But I was like, let me just write his name down.
You're
just
sowing
like,
the seeds of division all day with that one vote.
Yeah, I just
though.
wanted to, like, put the thought out there and be like, oh, wait, someone else isn't aligned here. Who could it be? But
I wanted you to say that in your speech.
What's
the
that?
rogue vote. I wanted you to say like you were casting rogue votes in your speech because you were like you're literally in camera like fuck it, just trying to stir the pot.
Yeah, I literally was. But I mean, that was like the first vote. Like, it was so unanimous that I was just like, there's no, like, I don't have to vote here. Like, there's no point. But what I could do is create some good TV for Chris. So I was like, might as well do it.
He probably appreciated that.
I don't know. Chris was kind of fed up with us towards the end of the day because Chris was like, we were all like so grumpy about sleeping outside. Like, if anything went wrong, like we were all like Chris, we hate you. Chris, this sucks. Chris. And like, he'd be like, guys, shut the hell up. Like, focus. Like, there's probably, when he was editing it, he had to probably edit out like 20 times of like us being like, Chris, we hate you and shit. Like, the one vote, I literally wrote Chris's name on it. Like,
I saw that.
I wrote, who do you want to vote out? I wrote Chris and I crossed it out and I forget whose name I wrote.
They're all out there like Tiny Tim, like, please stop, please some more.
Tiny Tim.
Chris is like, no, get back out there.
Oh, God.
I'm still waiting for like the nil money to come through. Like, we were out there like suffering and dying.
The nil money.
And this thing blows up. We want the nil.
Where are them residual checks at, Chris? Come on. Yeah, so Kyle, this one's for you. How cool has it been to see like your brother's little kind of weekend event that he hosted for you guys turn into this pretty big success for like a small town game? I mean, the first episode of this season's already closing in on 2,000 views. So, how cool has it been just to see like your brother's idea come to life like that?
It's been very fun. I mean, I remember when for the first season when he was doing like the pre stuff like that. Like, I was still living with him at the time. So then, like, you like walk down and they're all like, you don't have people ever discussing it. And I'm like, he comes up to my room. I'm like, headphones, like, what do you want? And he's just like, yeah, we might be doing a Survivor game. You want to do it? I'm like, yeah, sure, why not, dude? Whatever. It's gonna be something small. And then like I'm like going downstairs each and every day, and like more Amazon packages are coming in. You got like torches and shit. You got bandanas. Like the whole like living room is just filled with props. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like I'm walking down, and my whole entire like living room is turning into the Fiji lounge over here. So then, like, I'm like, okay, I guess he's like very serious about this. And then I remember like walking up, and like still like walking up day one. I'm like, okay, this is still just gonna be like people with iPhones, like, oh, we're gonna film you like that stuff. And then you see like the big cameras day one. And Paul, I think even Paul said when we're walking up, like, what the fuck? Like, we got like, TV cameras here. It was like it's insane. And now with season 2, you like walking back there when I was at work, and I'm like, holy shit! Like we're in the backyard. They got like it looks like a tribal council from Survivor. Like everything is like. And I remember he came up to me and he was asking me for like different locations, like where you can film, and I gave him the one spot like down near Mitch and Sam's house, which is like a big wooden area, and just to get that is pretty cool. And this man's walking through water and stuff like that. I mean, the amount of stuff that I think it's awesome what he's doing, and like now he's getting applications from people outside the country and stuff like that. Wild, absolutely wild. And I don't know if he's told you, Steve, or like any of like the friends and stuff like that of like what's going on behind the scenes and like the DMs he's been getting and stuff like that, which I won't discuss. That's for him to like bring up if he wants to, but it's insane the amount of exposure that's like happening now.
Yeah, I mean,
Going on from working out in our freaking backyard of our parents' house, like just filming it back there to like now it's going on. It's insane.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, even going over to his house and like seeing just the buckets and buckets of stuff, like everything's labeled like challenge 1, challenge 2. There's torches everywhere. Now you got Dan wants to build these like insanely huge life-size challenge. Like they're gonna have to get like a storage facility somewhere to keep all this shit because it's not fitting in somebody's house anymore.
Bob's garage.
Yeah.
He's gonna be at the mountain house, and now he's gonna come back and see the hut filled with all that stuff.
I'd be like, what the fuck? What is it? Why is Fiji in my backyard?
Yeah.
It's insane.
Paul, I just thought of this. Are you proud of the fact that you walked so that others could run here, like with just how the day went, and like you kind of just said yes, yeah, I'll play this game, and next thing you know, season 3 is apparently filmed. That he's Dan's fucking printing season 4 shit already. Like, did you feel a sense of like proudness? Like,
I'm like pretty happy with how the season went. I'm like stoked that it's like taken off for Chris and like how much time and like work that he put into it, and like even like all his like friends that he like drug in, and just like if Kyle asked me to like edit this like thing or like record shit for him for like 6 months. I don't know.
Zero
Like
fucking
we're
chance.
pretty
No.
tight. I don't know.
Zero
like,
chance.
Like, I don't know
Yeah.
if I'd be doing all this shit.
No, you
Like-
think I can get is like the people like he's very lucky he has a support system. He does.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
So, like-
definitely a big backbone to him. I mean, he even with him though, he does do a lot. Like I gotta say, when I was living with him, he was editing. The man was stressed to complete
Yeah,
nonsense, dude. Like
I'm like
Jesus
stoked that,
Christ.
like, you know, he's seeing like, you know, the fruit of his labor and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I'm super stoked. But like, even just like doing it was like fun. Like it was like such a fun time that like it wasn't like I was, even though like we were miserable sleeping and like tired and shit like that. Like it was still like fun to do. Like it's not like I'm like I did it. I got out and I'm like I'm so happy I did that for Chris. It was like I was like, oh, that was like pretty fun. Like that was a good experience. So, but I'm still like totally stoked that like it's taken off for Chris like after the fact, and like everyone else wants to do it now. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Especially how hard he works with that stuff and everything like that. Like I mean, he's got to make sure the crew keeps going. He's got to make sure that like the people that are playing are actually like playing and doing it like with them all like overnight. They're all dead. He's like, yeah, no, keep going. Let's go. Like
Get your ass
he's
up.
got so many responsibilities with this game, and it's just
Yeah,
I don't know how he does it.
So stoked it's taken off for him. Yeah.
Yeah, and now it's like after every season, everyone that has played on it, it feels like they're like, all right, how can I help going forward? So
Oh yeah, it's like a community now.
Yeah.
Like it's
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
Speaking of
We're
community,
blood
Especially
viewers out there, make sure you join the Discord server.
Discord server, man, it gets lit. We talk about the episodes as they air, and like just I was randomly watching it, season 1, blah blah blah. Like it's cool. Yeah, it's funny. What stuck to me is like even Chris like texting him about getting on the podcast. He's like, "Yo, when's the next episode drop? Like, when's it?" Like he's so excited and that like this is opening up, and like you said, like the most I'm getting out of you two is a fucking ride if I'm stranded somewhere. Like we're not getting 48 hours of just like recording and running around in the rain. Like the production is just, it's unreal, and it's just really cool to be a part of. So I'm happy just to talk about it and get you guys on. And they said season 3, Steve, what'd they say? Like 80 applicants? Like what's season 4 gonna have?
Yeah.
Like that's another 5 hours of manpower of like who to cast.
I had people texting me today asking how to apply for season 4.
There you go.
it's actually insane like how like it starts out with our friend group like that. Like our friend group, it gets put out to people that we know. Then you bring on all these people that like mutual friends of mutual friends, and then their mutual friends of mutual friends. Like it's gonna keep spreading out, and it's insane how it works that way. Like
I didn't even
Like, I thought
honestly.
I thought it was gonna be season 1. That's it. Like, and it's getting like 100 views. Like, Chris just scrambling to do it all, and I'm like, oh yeah, maybe someone over here is gonna like watch it. And then no, the worst part was I'm at work, and now I'm getting like you really had to like lose like that. And I'm like, please tell me no one watches it from work. Like, what the fuck, man? I don't want to go through that, and I had to. People are like, yeah, this is awesome. And I'm like, yeah, thanks. I didn't want you to see it.
I thought he was just gonna keep the videos private and just like share them with you guys, and then it like
Nah.
I feel like the first episode of the first season had almost 1,500 views on it. Like it went crazy.
Yeah, when people from work told me they were starting to watch it, I was like, Jesus, come on, man.
Well, and
At least we're out nice and early, you know. You don't have to worry about it being on.
Yeah,
at least
Well, no, they were all pissed off about it. I'm like, I don't know
what
to
you
do.
didn't make it. You didn't make it like the day 2.
Well, the best part was like one of them was like, oh, you got voted out. I'm probably just gonna watch till Kylie gets voted out. I was like, I'm sorry, little one. She gets voted out next. I'm like, I guess you're not watching it anymore.
What are you two most excited to see in season 2? Do you want to see like a blind side? Do you want to see like somebody like wake up the next morning like hangry, and like do you want to see suffering? Do you want to see like what are we most excited to see?
Yeah, like do you want C4 to like implode or go all the way? Like
I am most interested in actually just seeing what the challenges are. I had no idea what the challenges are going to be. I know they're going to be different from what ours is, so I'm excited to see what they are and how people go about that. And I definitely want to see a lot more manipulation and backstabbing. Hopefully that happens. That's what we're all about here.
Yeah,
What's why you're
I did on that. I want to see some people just like stab each other in the back. Like,
What the fireworks? As long as it's not you guys, Got
yeah,
enough,
pretty much.
enough
And I want to see
backstabbings
if
for you,
I want
mommy.
to see what kind of strategies people pull out to like. If are people just playing the numbers games? Like, what are they doing? I don't know. And Sal keeps talking about all stars. Like, we got to see what some other people are doing with their strategies. Are people just playing like numbers games? Because like you come back to all stars, like
You got to be an
power
all
couples
star.
ain't gonna work. Yeah,
Yeah.
power couples ain't gonna work. So like,
No.
yeah, you're gonna have to see how that all plays out.
spoken like a
And
true all-star.
I don't even know who's gonna be in all stars. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be back for all stars. Al.
You don't think if Chris called you for an all-star, you're not gonna pick up?
I don't know what to say.
Chris, this is fucking
Keep them
crazy,
on the
Chris.
toes. Keep them on the toes.
I do have one thing to say to Chris.
If
I
Chris
hope this
needs a
gets-
vote,
He's
we
free.
get Chris on. We get Chris on the season. Somebody else hosts it.
I want Chris to play, and I'll play.
Wow.
That would have
That
to
could
be
be
last
good.
season.
Chris will
Little
get
blood-
voted out first.
A little blood versus water with the crew. Get the
Yeah.
crew on there.
Yeah. When
Yo, that'd
when
be
Jeff
nuts.
Probst retires, Chris will get the call. So we're all going to be
Yeah,
out
true.
of it anyway.
I had an idea for like whatever he does, season 5, 6, 7, whatever. At this point, I think he's too far gone. I think he has to continue making them. But I think for an
He
all-star,
might fucking die before that. If he's going to keep doing this shit.
he needs to hire an editor, and then I think he would do it a lot more.
Well, Chris is he ain't doing it, dude. He's got to do it all himself. That's just the way he is.
Yeah, he's not going to hand pass the baton. I get it. I think what he should do is 30 people, 10 comp beasts, 10 second chancers, and 10 fan voted people. So I think like 10, you got your season 1, you got your Kevins, your Pauls, your whatever. The second chances, you get like the Kyle, the maybe the first vote out, like a Lauren or like whatever. And then you get the fan favorites, 10 fan favorites. Now I haven't really seen much of season 2. We know nothing about 3. You give me Simon back. Give me something. I don't know. I don't know how he's gonna do it, but I'm fired
30
up for it.
people in like 2 days.
Oh, I
It
think
was
we
like-
make it. I think we make
That's
it
a lot.
anything.
This is like what,
We're gonna-
WrestleMania for you?
I think we do. I think we do 2 nights WrestleMania.
Are we having a Royal Rumble over here? Like, there ain't no way we're getting 30 fucking people.
Double
in the
evictions.
backyard.
Double evictions, bro.
Oh, God.
You just get to
That
the
could be
merge at
That's a
night, and
lot,
then the first
Yeah,
10 people
Sal,
off their
we're
block
already
are
getting to
gone.
like 5 a.m. on a Sunday night, like with 18 people. We got work the next day. I don't know what you're doing.
Week long. Take week of PTO.
I was like, I work from home, so fuck them.
Skill
I'm
issue,
like,
bro.
yeah,
Do a
I
better job.
actually got to be at work at 5:30 in the morning. We're running close to that.
That was me working from home. He's got like the jiggler on. Like that thing's just like his mouse is just jiggling around.
I got the weight on the space bar. Like, it's
Yeah,
so weird.
it says idling, out to lunch, aka Survivor.
Yeah.
Steve, would you do it too? Would you do a 2-night?
A
All-Star?
2-night?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's got to be like a holiday weekend,
Oh, that's true.
Like
I mean,
That
they're
just
doing-
means everyone's got unlimited PTO.
yeah.
Okay.
Give me like
Welcome.
a Labor Day weekend
Yeah.
kind of deal.
I
I'd
mean,
do
that's
2
what it
nights.
usually is, and it's still coming down to the wire.
Yeah.
You don't do the Friday, you do the Saturday, you do the Sunday overnight. Maybe get into Monday, I guess. Yeah, but 30 people—that's a lot of people to get out.
That's a lot of people.
That's another thing too, is like the shit he comes up with, like for the backgrounds of the tribes and stuff. Like, what the fuck is this? We doing history hour in Delco? Like, not know any of this shit. Man's going to the Aston Library searching up what's going on in Delco these days.
Dude, I was
Yeah,
cackling. I was cackling at the intro when he's like
oh,
walking
but
through the
shoes in the
creek,
water.
and
I
he's
was like,
like,
come on, man, at least do the feet. Like,
he was like walking in the water, and it was like started out he's like walking on the gravel, and then the next cut he's like ankle deep, and the next cut he's like I think knee deep, and then he's like friggin' up to like his like hips or his chest. I was waiting to like him to like be walking, and it was gonna be up to his neck, and then like the next scene he was gonna be like talking underwater like blah 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 or something like that. Because
Just
that's
totally
how dedicated
submerged.
Chris, that's
Yo,
how
geeking.
dedicated Chris is. He's just like walking in the dirty Chester Creek up to his hips or chest. Like,
Yo, also he came with like the stat lines too. He was like, oh, however many liters this is the crick or whatever.
this crick is older than Delco itself.
It was insane.
Is there anything that you guys want to say or ask us or just in general about anything before we close out?
What are your future plans going on with this podcast? Are you gonna bring on some people from season 2 as they get voted out? Like, what are you guys doing? What are you cooking up?
Yeah, so
Steve, you take it.
I'm in charge of we'll say the casting for this show. We've got next week is going to be Sam and Mitch. The week after that will be Dave and Molly, and then after that we're going to start ripping into the season 2 cast.
Ah, okay.
Like
no,
Chris
I
said.
love Molly. I love Molly. I just can't believe she did me dirty like that.
She did you real dirty.
Really, like walking up to like tribal council, and all I hear is like the song from the Red Wedding.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait a minute, what's going on?
What's
I
going
was like,
on?
wait, watch that music playing.
Look, Dave pulls up his sleeve. There's a little chainmail under
Yeah.
it.
What the fuck?
Survivor literally gave me trust issues from that stuff. Even though like all the votes didn't really like, I didn't get like voted out and stuff like that. Like just seeing like the backstabbing and stuff. Like I remember afterwards, I was like taking a shower and I'm just like sitting there thinking of like all the plays that happened. And I was just like, God, Survivor brings out the worst in people.
Yeah.
You need like decompress, huh?
Yeah, it was terrible. I think I thought about it for like weeks afterwards.
I
was
can't
like, I
believe
could've
you
done
didn't
this.
bring. You
I
guys
could've done
didn't
this
ask
to-
any questions about the Lauren vote out.
Was that?
Oh, go ahead, Steve. Ask away. Ask away.
I mean, it was pretty straightforward. I mean, how did you guys get to? Because I don't think we really saw a lot of decision making as far as it's going to be Lauren, and then we got to the tribal and saw that everybody was voting for Lauren. So how'd you guys get to that point?
Well, I think like right off the bat, we like I don't even know like what we were just sitting there in a circle, and I think she was literally like, "All right, well, who wants to be captain?" And you're like, "Oh." I don't know who's going to be captain, and I think we were all joking around. And we were, like Molly pulled up after doing like her first confessional, or like Molly, you're captain. And she's like, "What?" And then she's like, "I can do this. I can do this." And we're like, "Oh no, we're just joking around." But like, I think like right off the bat, like she was playing like way too hard, and like with any like game show or anything like that, like the first person voted off is always the person that's playing too hard.
Yeah.
Someone that's like trying to go around. Like she was like, it was like not even like 2 minutes of getting back to like my parents' house, and like she was already going up to like groups of people, like trying to like oh, like form alliances this way or that way. We're all like, I'm sitting next to Paul. We're having a catch in the backyard. I'm like, yeah, let's go. And I remember Paul's like, damn, what's your aim not that good because with the beanbag stuff.
Yeah, that's an underrated burn too. Like you're like, you're like he caught the ball.
Right,
You're
that's
like,
another
where's
people are
my
like,
aim?
I remember like when everyone was like voting out the vote out, they're like, oh, like Kyle kept like giving them 2 bags to like Dan. I'm like, yeah, I wasn't hitting anything, so why would I keep getting 2 bags to throw? What are we doing here?
Listen, that's quick thinking, bro.
I know.
Team first.
Dan hit all 3. Give me a baseball. Give me a football. I ain't throwing no beanbags.
Look at Paul smirking. What are you about to say?
Kyle was the weak link. He needed to get voted out. You know.
Well, he did.
Well, I was Paul's shield the whole time. I sat right in front of him. I said, "Kill me first, please. Take me out." They all wanted Paul going right away. They knew how dangerous he was. And I
That's
said, no.
that's another meme you can throw in
I
there.
said,
The guy leaning over.
God,
Yeah.
God,
You old ladies all right? Looking at Paul. You old ladies all right?
you weren't even knowing. You weren't even knowingly my shield.
I'm
You
always
were
your
my
shield,
meat
Paul.
shield. It was
I'd
like
take a
Tug of
bullet for
War
you.
from-
Paul, I'd catch a grenade for you.
I would too. So,
For yourself? you would too?
I would
Paul,
be
you
like,
need your own meme of you just like jiggling the water bottle like
Oh yeah,
that
when
was
you're
like
twirling
how
it.
you knew. That was like the spare change. You were just like jiggling the water bottle like free vote, free vote.
well, that was kind of like it hypnotized people. I think people were just like, look at that guy. He's harmless over there. He's just spinning his water bottle. He's not even
He's
thinking
just
anything.
standing there menacingly.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, I was plotting. Not even plotting. Just whoever walked up. I was just like, you need a vote.
Paul was dead to the world. Yeah.
I was like, what do you need?
Sunken eyes and everything.
Yeah, well,
What a good
didn't
time.
work
Can't wait
out.
to do it again one day.
The strat didn't work out in the end. It was actually, do you remember Sandra? She was like she was in like a couple seasons. I think she won Survivor twice.
Yeah,
That was
so
kind of
she
like the
was
strat.
the goat.
That was the strat that she used. Like, she was like just tried to make herself not seem like a threat at all, and then towards the end, she just like.
Yeah. I mean, you
Who's
look at
wrong?
it like time and time out from any like game. Like you play a low key game, you will go through. Like look at Molly played a tremendous game for being like very like quiet, everything. But she was in the background making moves. Like
Yeah.
the quiet ones are always the sneaky ones that are like manipulating the game. Like you're quiet, you just lurk around and then strike at the right time, you're gonna win.
And
You gotta
her
get them
competitive
aligned.
side came out in that tug of war, though. I mean, the
Oh my
the
god!
picture of the Discord is so good.
Bro, my computer like froze when I was like trying to find something and it froze on that picture. It's so good, man.
I told Chris when he was editing, I was like, during that tug of war thing, you really need to edit in like her voice, like where she says, like, "I'm not competitive,"
Yeah, just
just have her raging.
fucking primal war cry.
I've never heard Molly Bolander curse before until that day. It was insane.
Bro, and then you get to season 2 and like it's just a fucking tug of war blowout. Like you don't even see like I don't know. I just feel like it was
It was a
Domination.
blowout in our season too. We it was a clean sweep.
We mopped
Oh, you
that.
clean sweeped. It was 5-0.
Oh yeah, yeah. In our game, we were pulling, and I think I like looked back, and I was just like, it's easy.
I think
I
season
was
2 the
using my
problem.
legs straight on.
Season 2 the problem was when they were picking their teams. The Green Tribe, they were like, they were trying to like balance their team going into it. So they never really like had a super strong team for any matchup, and then they lost momentum from just like losing the first 2 rounds, and it was.
I
It
think the
was over.
strat with the tug of war, like I don't know, did they do it the same way as us, where like you had to pick out like people, like he names out like one male,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like I mean, like I guess Dave and Dan were both equal, but I mean Dan's a workhorse. He gonna
Yeah.
pull.
Yeah.
Like
At
at that
he
point,
wanted
like
it
if
more.
you know, I feel like with those, like I was talking to Cody about it, like right before we got on here, and he was like, "Yeah, like the strat should have been different." He's like, "If we like he pulled up, and the person that was against you knew, like you knew you were gonna lose, you should have just threw the weakest person out there just to get the quick loss, and then put your main strat. Like just you got to fit it out that way. See who's your weak link and who's the top dog. You know."
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
And then,
going up
like, when you
against number
see
1
that, like, their
and the
weakest
8 out.
people or whatever, yeah, you're gonna like put up like your mid people or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Steve, that's an interesting take there, Steve.
Yeah, they should
You
like.
got if you see your top person going first in the 1-on-1s, especially, throw your weakest link out there. Take the
Steve,
quick
that's an
loss.
interesting take, Steve.
Yeah, I think he should just like have the tribes like rank their people ahead of time, and then see if there's some metagaming where it's like, oh, like we know their tribe's stronger, so we'll put the weak one at our number 1, and just like you
Well, I
said.
think that's the best way to do it is the way he does do it, because then it's just like you got to think like like right off the bat. Like that's what I like about that point is like you're just doing it right off the bat.
Off the cuff, yeah.
Like off the top of the head. Like oh shit, okay, we'll throw this person in here. I think he's a strong dude. He's going up against a strong dude. Like no, like if you see like a big bull on the other side and you know you're gonna lose, you gotta be like, all right, yeah, we're just gonna throw Kylie in there.
Yeah,
But
dance
did it
up,
work? Like,
Kylie.
but didn't it work? Like you couldn't. Wasn't it like you didn't know who you were going up against?
No, he would say one boy, one boy. So if you're walking up and you see Dave's going right away, and you're like, oh shit, like I ain't gonna win against Dave. No one's gonna win against Dave on our team. Like, throw this person in there.
Send the weakest guy out. Yeah.
Yeah, because they couldn't go again until everyone else went.
Yeah.
You know. So then when you see like other people, like say if like Dave's their biggest person, like like you probably have everyone else if you could. Why waste your best person on a possible toss up? You know, when
And
you
you
know
know
that like if that person can beat anyone else that's left there,
what
and
also
then anyone that
is like, you're coming up with that theory, right? And like people that, are gonna try out for season 3, 4, 5, like they're watching your guys' season, they're watching season 2, they're gonna like try to think for that. So like the game's gonna just evolve in and of itself too. Like
I
people are
said they
gonna.
have tug of war though.
Oh, that's true. Right. That's
True.
true.
You don't know. You could plan out all you want, but you don't know what challenges are going to be.
Mm.
Yeah, and even if it's
I thought
like similar challenges, he could just like tweak something, like
Tweak it, make it. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the best strategy going into a challenge was when I think I just got out. It was the one that I just got out, and they had the cones where you had the cone in the hand and the paddle, and you had
yeah.
to smack it. And Christina right off the bat, like quick off the dome, was like throw your cone all the way up in the air and just smack their cone. It will get it out. And I was like, and it worked for everyone. Everyone walked up and did it, and it worked. I was like, holy shit, that is like crazy strat. They just come off the top of the head, walking into
Was
that.
wasn't it in prior Survivors or something? I think she saw that on a prior Survivor episode,
Mm.
and like her like experience watching that, like that's what people were doing, and then she told us that, and I think that's why we did it.
Could
I have
be.
no idea.
I haven't seen that
I don't
season
watch
yet, but
Survivor.
I don't doubt it from her. I mean,
Well, yeah, I don't want to take credit away from Christina. Whatever it was great. Whether she came up with it or she saw it, like it won us that challenge. No
No,
doubt.
either way,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
think to look at a challenge and like click and like tell your whole team a strat is sick.
And it was
Yeah.
a flawless
I mean-
strategy. Like it was a
Yeah.
great.
I feel like you guys really haven't talked about challenges that much on this podcast, like with
Let 'em
like
rip.
the recaps, but also like the memory challenge too. Like watching that last night, I'm like, how the fuck are they not getting these memories like
Oh,
down?
there's like
Like
12 colors in a row, bro.
I don't know, dude. Like I was like watching it, I'm like, this is like, but
That
no,
was
like
day
then you
two.
see them playing it, and they're like, holy shit, like I can't remember anything.
That was day 2, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you're
guys
doing
know
that
what I'm
shit
saying.
hungry as
The
fuck,
best
too.
challenge I watched, I was cracking the fuck up, was the color challenge where Chris would be like, all right, color one's purple, that's all. You guys are all sitting there like, all right, what's the first color? And you're like,
Is that the one where like
great.
you had
It's
to
like,
put like
he'd be like, he'd give like 5 colors, and he'd be like, what's color one? Show me color one. And you guys are all like,
yeah. I
purple.
was like terrible at the memory things. Like what? I was like, just get me out of this thing like right away. Like there's no way I'm gonna beat like some other people. It's like, why am I wasting my time doing this?
Yeah, but let me just save my little brain power I have left for something
Yeah.
worth it.
We're gonna go take a nap. Like while you guys are out here like playing this.
that was the downfall of our team, was the puzzles.
Yeah,
Everyone was like, oh, I can do
puzzles.
puzzles. I can do puzzles. Yeah, when it comes to doing puzzles, like, what the fuck?
Well, they had like the mastermind, like Jeanette on the other side. Like she like figured out like a puzzle in like 3 seconds. Like
Yeah.
it didn't matter how big of a head start you had, we would just lose. Like it was like, which I think is why isn't that why they voted her out? Because they're like, she's too big of a threat with puzzles. Get rid of her. Like I don't remember like what it was, but it
They
would make
did
sense
her
if that's what it was.
so dirty.
They did her
Dog,
real
to
dirty.
wake
dirty.
up and get voted is
Oh my
fucking.
god, she did not want to stay overnight. She's like, "Oh, I'm sticking out." Like, dude, even in the video, and she's like, "Oh, I can't believe I did this. This is great. Like, I can't wait to keep playing all that stuff." Did her dirty.
And then,
Messed up.
Hours.
and then she had to hang out all day.
No, it couldn't be me.
She was on the
Yo,
jerk.
low key, season 2, I'm excited to watch the next person that sleeps overnight and just gets fucking voted out in the morning. That's tough, dude. That's a tough watch.
Yeah, because on like the
Yeah,
real
that's
Survivor,
rough.
you're going like days. It's always kind of like the same schedule, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But for this, it's like, all right, sleep. We're doing tribal as soon as you guys wake up.
I feel like the person that you have to do that to is like the person that everyone does not like on the squad.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do.
For
You
sure.
gotta let him keep playing and then just take him out right then and there. That's just the biggest fuck you. It really is.
There's no coming back from that one, bro.
No, it's so fucked up.
It won't get worse than season 1 with Jeanette, though. Those
who
conditions.
knows?
were
I think the
like-
conditions make it like diabolical.
Yeah, literally. I think I got an hour of sleep or 2 hours of sleep that entire night.
Oof.
And it was because everyone was so cold that they went out at like the first ash crack at dawn when like the sun was coming up to start a fire. And everyone was like, all right, everyone's up. Might as well go outside. I stayed in the tent and just scavenged up everyone else's blanket that they left and just like made a huge like thing. And I was like finally warm in the tent. And I got like an hour or 2 of sleep. And that was like the biggest game changer.
Just
And
made a
everyone was
quick
like, where is
cocoon.
Paul? And they're like, I think he's still in there sleeping. They could have been plotting against me. I was like, whatever. Like, I don't care. Like, I would rather just be like, tribal council is coming up in 2 hours. Like, at least I'll like get a couple hours of sleep for that. Like, I don't know.
So we really appreciate you two being on the podcast. Known you guys forever. It was awesome to watch your season and to get your insight.
Yeah, thank you guys both for coming. And we're looking forward to the rest of season 2 here.
Guess there's only one last. You want to try that again, Sal?
Delco Has Spoken.
Yo, I'm literally
What the
sweating.
fuck did he say? Man?
I was like,
I think you just gotta keep that.
The fuck is wrong with you two?
I hope you guys have an outtakes for this fucking video.
Yes,
'Cause it's gonna be
yeah, we'll
good.
get you the clicks you want, pal. All right.
All right, you want to do we want to redo it?
From the top.
Nah, we're good with that. That's good.
All
It's OG original.
Nah,
All right, you're right.
can't.
Fuck it.
You're gonna fuck me over. You can't do that.
Paul
all right,
said,
I'm gonna
"There's
just-
only one thing about the video. He's having a
Yeah,
stroke
yo,
over here.
it sounds like I just had a
It's too hot. I
He
ain't
went-
even one or
He went
three
straight Job of the Hut. Oh,
It sounded like I had a fit.
Sounded like
Like,
fucking the
fuck.
dude from the Water Boy. Yeah. Yum, 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 yum. Mama, shit, yum, yum.
he said, "Could I have a vodka water? Hold on, hold the water." Oh my god.
Oh my god. There's only one last thing to say, Paul.
Delco Spoken, Cal.
You want a different take of it? Paul, there's only one last thing to say.
Delco Has Spoken.
Paul, there's only one last thing to say.
Delco Has Spoken, Cal.
So, Paul,
Steve, who
there's
the fuck
only
are
one
you
last
getting
thing to
for
say.
our guests, bro? This is on you, Steve.
Yeah, we do it. I guess Delco Has Spoken, dude.
Yeah. Jeremy, there's only one last thing to say.
Delco Has Spoken.
Come on, Sharon. Sharon, you need to come downstairs and do your wash.
I'm putting
only
every
one
single one of these in there. I'm
Yeah.
just going to rip that whole bit right there.
Jeremy, Delco
I'll be
Has
proud.
Spoken, Jeremy.
Oh god, getting PTSD. Oh, I'm dripping in sweat right
My
now,
fucking cheeks hurt.
Where's
dude.
Rachel? Where's Rachel at?
dude.
Ray, Ray.
One wall
Ray,
over,
Ray.
hating me for
Right
being
there,
this
over here, right now. Let her rip the outro.
loud. Maybe for like a random one, not this one. This doesn't need any electricity.
Well, Sal, there's only one last thing to say.
Delco Has Spoken, Sal.
Steve, this is all your fault.
All right, you guys got enough blackmail on us now?
Sure do.
Bro,
Yeah.